Now stop me if you heard this one. Your best efforts aren't good enough to keep me in your good graces. Stop me if you heard something paraphrased to that as a man, especially a black American man. Just stop me if you heard something like that before. And what I'm talking about is this whole aspect that you, as productive, working class, black man, doing everything you need to do and never giving up and trying and shooting for the stars to the best isn't good enough. You've been told you're not good enough. It's not enough to keep a woman in good graces because you can't provide her a life. But these are the same ones who will tell you how strong, fierce, and independent that they are, right? Right? And while you're not craving or wanting their resources, they boast of doing, knowing, out-earning, all these other things. But when they get home, they want to be treated like they're June Cleaver. I'm not asking for the big piece of chicken. I went out and bought the big piece of chicken, okay? And I will continue to buy my big piece of chicken. So I'll be damned if I try to give the shirt off my back to somebody who's telling me I don't want the shirt off your back despite me being naked, emotionally naked. I don't want the proverbial shirt off your back because it's not a Versace shirt. It's not a luxury shirt because I'm not happy. You're never going to be happy if they don't know how to be right within. See, I can't say this whole thing and generalize all because I'm not generalizing all. I'm telling you based off of what I've seen and what I have experienced. You have people out there who have the black struggle queen complex. When there's no drama, they can't stay still without creating some. And they always make themselves out to be the victim and the martyr at the same time. Believe me, I know this. I've been through it too many times. I earned a t-shirt. And I burned that goddamn t-shirt because I'd be damned if I put myself through that bullshit ever again. So a lot of people online boast of being in these well-off spots, and they're not. And I'm tired of lying to myself. That's part of the reason I have issues with the manosphere in general, because they have sat there and spoke the obvious truth out loud, which I'm fine with. And that's the fact that hypergamy is what rules and runs relationships today in the modern era. And while a lot of guys will sit there and tell you to acknowledge and avoid the trap, a lot of them aren't practicing what they're preaching. A lot of them are actually doing everything they're telling you not to do. But because you're donating money to them, they can afford to trick off. Tell me I'm wrong about this one. I'm not saying I'm completely right, but tell me that you don't see what I see. Because me and my boy Demetrius talk about this all the time. Even the late Kevin Samuels promoted tricking. He just didn't say it like that. He didn't phrase it like that. And while there's a lot of things I have agreed on him with and stuff, I'm not going to speak ill will of the dead. It's just things that I staunchly stood against. And this whole thing, I'm not saying don't get you a suit. You should always look sharp when the occasion calls for it. But I'll be damned if you're telling me that I'm going to be competing, trying to dress and look a certain way just on a regular, on a podcast, so she can still get her back blown out by a pookie. Right? I'm not competing. I'm not tap dancing for the likes of yours. You show interest, I show interest, you show interest, I show interest, and we build something from there. What the do I look like? Actually fighting for the affections of somebody who can't even convey that they have mutual interest in you. And I tell a lot of guys to stop doing that just because she look a certain way. And I love attractive women. But damn it, man, I love my peace of mind. I love my self-respect. I love my dignity. And a lot of you lose that trying to chase a chick that looked like Brittany Renner. Trying to chase a chick who touch her pictures up on IG. You're trying to chase OnlyFans looking like females. And that's your downfall.